Alright, ladies and gents, welcome back to my channel where we're on day 194 into 195. We left off in Angler's Den, maybe? Yeah, I think so. Oh, yeah, Angler's Den. And we just had a couple of waterfalls to go find, and then we would be done and packing up to leave. So that's our plan. Of course, we got the busted ribs still, unfortunately. Really sucks. How's our guts doing? Still 73%, so they're still not moving. How's this one doing? Obviously, it's not going to be any worse than 73%. So. All right, so let's be ruined. Eat that one. Is that all the meat we got left here? Interesting. All right, let's do it. We'll have to eat it from in here, I guess. Only 402. Yeah, we're getting low on meat. All right. See how we're doing on water. Water. Looks pretty fair. Still got those. Still got 0.60. That's pretty good. Getting out of here is going to be at shore. I don't know what we're going to do. Really and truly. But anyhow, we're gonna left our way up. Not that way, but that way, to find the cave that we have not found yet. Missed him by a long shot. I wasn't trying that hard, but I was just thinking he is close to home and we are low on food. We really should go kill that moose. We might yet. So anyhow, we're going to keep following the water over here up to the cave. And I actually don't believe I have been up this canyon. So this part of it anyway. So I mean, I don't know if there's going to be a wolf up here or as many wolves as there is on the lower level where we're at. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't run into one or three. A little groggy today. I just really been pushing it the last couple of days. Kind of catching up to me today, I think. I don't know if I'm hoping. I don't think I got a whole lot going on this afternoon. If I don't, depends on how things play out. But if I don't have much going on this afternoon, I might be able to get another interloper video done. Don't know. Of course, the interloper videos are completely. I almost hate to use the word bonus because it sounds like, you pay for something and that's extra, but I don't know how else to phrase it. They're just when I have time, and I know I've said that almost every time I mention the interloper series. It's purely coincidental or incidental or whatever when I make them. I like to do them. I really do. I mean, I love interloper. I love stalker, but. A lot of times I just don't have time to go do the interloping and keep ahead of this as well. And this is our main run. Until 500 days, this is our main run. Okay, so this is evidently what's known as Narrow Falls Cave. And before the loot reset, apparently, from what I understand, this used to have some really good loot in it. Let's map it before I forget. That's one of 3 locations left to get. So 2 to go. And I know where they're both at. Okay, so the first aid kit's still here. That's got a stem, okay. A little coal, some firewood, which we're pretty good all around. We don't need that. Make sure we don't miss anything else. I'll take the coal. But mostly just first aid kit. Actually, you know what? I'm going to grab that. I'm going to grab that little bit of firewood because we're going right back by Angler's Den. And I can just drop it out front there without no real problem. We're going to be overweight no matter what we do. It's just part of the broken ribs. It killed our carry weight so badly. We're just carrying nothing except our basics. You know, my basic pack is just going to be overweight. So that's 1 of 3 down. Said I'm hoping to be kind of quick about this. Of course, we got no sprint really. I'm hoping to be rather quick about this. Hopefully it won't take but maybe half the episode to get these last 3 locations. Hopefully not even that long, depending on how much resistance we run into going up to the last 2 falls locations. But as long as we don't hit too much resistance, I'm hoping to finish this up in about a half an episode and start working our way back to Timberwolf Mountain, or at least packing our bags to go. Or maybe passing a whole lot of time. I go down and kill the moose, or pick up a bunch more meat on the way back, so that we had food and water. We could pass that 120 hours or whatever's left of it, probably 100 or 110 hours left. We could pass it rather quickly as long as we had food and water to do it with. And then we would be completely unhindered. I hate to do that because I really hate passing time blindly. It just feels almost like cheating your way to 500 days. But 25 pounds of carry weight when we're trying to move from leave one region and go back to our main base when we need to be carrying stuff. 25 pounds is a lot of carry weight. So don't do that. What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you, Bob? That's not what you need to be getting out. Yeah. The arrow just don't fall near as far as I think it ought to. Yeah, better get down there and get my arrow before I forget where it's at. All right, so arrow doesn't drop near as far as I think. Was that a hit? That was a hit. So now he should bleed. Usually takes a while, but he should bleed at least. He's got my arrow, bring it back. Where's he at? I know he's up. No, where's he at? I know he's up here somewhere. Oh. Sneaky. There he goes. Go get my arrow back. Hey. I tell you what, he didn't dry perfectly, but I mean, he's not too bad, too far off. There's my arrow. All right. Grab his hide. Should have all the critters are dead down here, so 25, 26, 27.5, 20. No, that's going to be it right there. 1 hour, 11 minutes. As long as there's no storm, we should be fine. Here comes the storm.
I might have to drop some gear.
Fastest way, if you're ever trying to start a blizzard, the best way to start a blizzard in this game is to try to harvest any animal in one setting. That'll bring in a blizzard almost every time. So, just a little fun fact. I don't know that it's in the coating, but it sure looks like it's in the coating. So obviously, that's going to bring on a cooking session because it's now storming and we got food to cook. So. Of course, that tells you that I'm likely planning on passing time to get rid of these ribs. We need, not right now, obviously, but we still need 99 of the 120 hours. That is, if we go between pastime, sleep, we're going to have to take breaks to offset cabin fever, but it won't take that long if we do it that way. All right. Well, we've got a storm outside, so let's start this fire. I don't know that we've ever really used almost any of our wooden matches yet, have we? All right. One of those should take care of a lot because we only got one burners. So, and I'm really only wanting to wait out the storm, and then I'm wanting to leave again. So, but anyhow, we got what is it, 38 minutes there, man. Kind of an unfortunate timing because even though I don't think it'll go bad, I'll try one. I don't think it'll go bad in an hour, but while I'm cooking, I want to be passing time, you know. Okay, it didn't burn, so we can do it. It's not the most efficient way of cooking, but we can do it. Rather than passing time by hitting, you know, pass time till it's done like this, I just want to do it this way so it counts towards my ribs. You know what I mean? If I do it this way, then I kind of like you watch. Well, I think you see what I'm trying to say. If I pass time this way, it comes off of my ribs, off of my broken rib time. If I pass it through the through the cooking menu, then it don't. Storm's still raging pretty good out there, so let's on another piece of fur. All right, pass time for another hour. And now it's dark out. That sucks. I guess we're just going to keep this up until we're tired and then go to bed. Because if you look, it's dark, so we'll just keep going with this. We'll put a fire on for the night, I guess. We got all this fur. coal before I accidentally burn it. I mean, there's plenty of it for foraging around the maps, and it comes back. So I mean, we don't have to. I just like having a good reserve of coal. All right, so we're gonna pass another hour. If I can remember to click the right spots. Was that done? Yeah, that's done. All right, hard to find a spot to put it. All right, do it again. How's our, how are we doing here? 94. See, it's coming down. All right, let's do it again. I sense a pattern. You can actually cancel it early, but I'm just not. An hour at a time is working real good. It's not overcooking our meat. We're getting a full hour at a time, so the number's coming down. Oop. I need the meat. Great. I think we can probably sleep after this one. Oh, we're out of water. It's cooked. We're out of fire. All right, well, what do we got here? Leave cabin, so that's the door. We pivot to the right and walk forward a few steps. There's the bed. Need to get a drink. And then we're going to sleep through as long as it'll let us. Which is not going to be a full, it's going to probably only be about 6 to 8 hours. But it should be daylight when we wake up. Nah, through the cold part of it at least. So we can eat a little bit more. Probably going to need to grab a little bit more water here. See how much we got on hand, 0.39. We're not going far, but I think I'm going to go ahead and wolf food. Put this down. That's a little one. I want a big one. Okay, 2 full thousands. I said we're not going far, but you know, let's be safe about it, right? Let's see how much farther we got to go on our ribs. See how much, 81 hours. We made a big dent in it with that. So, I mean, that storm didn't hurt us too bad. And now getting out and traveling, that'll kind of take the edge, the length off of our timer that brings on the cabin fevers. So this time we're going to follow this one all the way up through the falls. And I'm not mistaken, but I think this is the path that takes us up through. We got a couple of Titanic T climbs, Ribs Hip climbs, and it goes in behind the waterfall, if I'm not mistaken. And then we got to go through the wolf nest, which there's 2 or 3 or 4 wolves up there. So, and then there's the big waterfall, which is actually right beneath the mining camps. So this is depending on how well I fire the bow, this could be a painful round. All right, now I gotta remember how to get up there. There's a path or something. Maybe it's that one? Yeah, we gotta go up that one over here. There's a path that actually goes behind the falls. Of course, we went up here, and I don't know if speaking of which, yeah, we're good. I don't remember if we were low on charcoal or whether I just didn't map them in the right locations. But, you know, we were up here several episodes back. Maybe when we were running out the broken ribs the very first time we come here for the backpack. When I come down off the mountain, it's like, oh crap, there's a moose here. That might have been when, but anyhow, at some point or another, we have been here. This doesn't look right. Hey, what's this? Have we been here? We have not been up here. Not this part of it, at least. Okay, this is a path right here. Now, it may be at the base of the falls where we have to hit that. I don't know, but anyway, this up here, when we when we jump out, it's a wolf nest. I mean, it's a bunch of wolves. It's not extremely bad, but the terrain makes. I think when we came through here the first time, we actually got ambushed by a wolf because the terrain is just makes it hard to see. Plus the waterfall background noise makes it hard to hear. It was something I can get off. I can shoot a little faster if need be. Just can't get the white letters to come up on this one. It must gonna have to go at it from the bottom just right. Yeah, must be one of those that has to be done from the base. Which, you know, we went right to the edge. That's not uncommon because if you remember, we came right out to the corpse at the gold mine waterfall right there, and we got right on the end and mapped that, and we still didn't get credit for this, for that waterfall. So it's not. It's likely that this one's going to operate the same way, which is probably why we don't have it. Or maybe it's that waterfall there. I thought it was this one, but it could be that one, I guess. When we came up here last time, it was going around this side over here is where I got ambushed by the wolf. Walk to the base of this fall and see if I can get it from down there. All right, we're actually going to see this one coming. Get him out on the ice. Oh, they're both coming. Why? Where'd your little buddy go? I seen him coming. There he is. I guess he's spooked. He won't for long. He's not wounded, so he will eventually aggro on me. Alright, don't look like I'm going to get my letters here. He's going to be a problem since he's not wounded. He is going to eventually aggro on me. Okay, now he won't be a problem. He's bleeding. I suspect there'll be one more, two more maybe. Up there's the gold mine. Long Falls. One left. Broad Falls. Which has to be this one. This is the little one we never got any letters on, so it's got to be this one. We've been all the way back there. It's gonna be just over half the episode, but I did stop and kill that deer, and we got hit by the blizzard too. So. And I've been hitting the cattails too. So. You're not dead yet? Oh crap! He's dead now. Wow. Okay, he didn't wound us, right? No. Okay. Well, we'll go pull that 8.8 off of him and take it with us. That way we'll be even more prepared to probably wait out the few days. I'm not going to take his hide. I'm just going to pull 6.6 off him or her.
I need to drop some.
Yeah, start with the attitude. Yeah. The broken ribs, overweight, underweight doesn't seem to really make any difference. So we just as well cart all this meat down off the hill. After this, we start making our way over to Pleasant Valley, which is a map a lot more people are familiar with. And as I found out in one of my recent interloper playthroughs, I am not nearly as familiar with as I should be. And that's my own fault, because I just don't like the map. The constant blizzards that run, instead of being 5, 6, 7 hour blizzards, you get 8, 10, 12, 16 hour blizzards, which annoys me to no end. The big wide open areas that it's so easy to get lost in, those annoy me to no end. But usually, when a blizzard comes out, I can find my way back to shelter. But what I ran into, like last time, I was trying to find my way up to I wish I could get this trigger from up here. But like I was trying to do on that interloper run, I had a specific place I wanted to go, and I couldn't find it. I ended up getting lost, and then I got attacked, and I didn't have the stuff to fix it. I didn't have a bandage, and I bled out. And it's just, or no, it wasn't. I didn't bleed out. That was the other one. It was cold. Yeah, the cold got me. One of the few times I actually died to cold. I don't usually die to cold, except, like the first few hours of an interloper run. Sometimes, hey, looky there. First few hours of an interloper. That's weird. Oh, hey, there's a barrel here too. Oh, I've seen this before. This is cool. Seems like there's something else here too. I seen Zach and find this one day. Pretty neat, really. I don't think it shows on the map at all. No, not even a little. It's just, there's some soups behind a log and a barrel just completely out in the middle of nowhere. Somebody's little camping spot. So anyhow, we'll be getting back to Angler's Den before too awful long. And we'll start packing up to leave. We got to go back up here and find this last waterfall location. We're going to pack all this meat back there, cook it up. And what I'm going to do is probably build some outside fires. That way I can go in and sleep and then go out and cook and pass time. And then sleep when I can't cook and pass the time that way, And I think we can get rid of these broken ribs rather quickly that way. As long as we have food and water, we can pass time. That's minor. So I think this is the one called Broad Falls or Long Falls. I think this is Broad Falls. And this is the last location we need on our little doodad. Ash Canyon, one spot, Broad Falls. There it is. That's going to be a complete map right there. Boom. Well, I said boom. Where's it at? There it is. Ash Canyon, Timberwolf Mountain are complete. We still got stuff to do on Mystery Lake. Well, everywhere else we have stuff, We haven't been to Bleak Inlet. We haven't been to Coastal Highway. We haven't been to Crumbling Highway, Desolation Point, Husk River Valley, Mountain Town, or the Ravine at all. We haven't even been on those maps. We didn't do any mapping on Forlorn Muskeg. We still got so far to go, but we've still got about 300 days in which to do it. We've also got to get back over to the airfield towards the end, right before March. I got to look at the release date again. But I want to be back to the airfield and finish mapping it in the days right before, not after, but right before the release on console of the expansion. And I'm only doing that. I mean, yeah, part of it's for views. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, part of it's for views, but it's not just about the views. If I know what I'm like right before something new is coming out. I'm looking at stuff. I want to see what I'm in for. I'm making my plans and my strategies. I want to spawn here. I want to go here. I want to go here, and here. And so, you know, I would like to have some fresh content doing exactly that. Which, you know, you'll be able to go back to our first few episodes, probably starting in, I'm guessing, probably episode 3 or 4 of season 5 is probably where I started going through that map. Why do I feel? Okay, there I am. I was gonna say, why do I feel lost all of a sudden? Nice, pretty day for cooking. It's a good thing, so we got a lot of cooking to do. We're gonna blow through probably about, I think it's gonna be probably gonna take about 5 game days to blow through these ribs quickly. But I think I can do it in about 10 or 15 minutes game time, real time. If I could make a goal for the rest of this episode, the last 24 minutes of it would be to heal the ribs and get packed and ready to leave at first light on the next episode. If I had to make a goal, that's what it would be.
Come on.
Normally I don't load a fire up that much outside, but I wasn't thinking. "48 minutes, we're going to pass an hour. Anytime you're doing anything outside, though, you want to be ready to cancel, because storms, predators, anything can mess you up. No, I don't want to eat it. What are you thinking?
The sun's setting. It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
Comes a storm, but it hasn't got our fire yet, so we're going to try to cook some more. Good place for a fire right here, huh? That piece, and I guess that's it. Two hours and 5 minutes left on that. Let's put down some water, I guess. So far, we're holding up. I better get a drink, though. Anytime I'm cooking with a storm going on like this, you'll watch whenever I start passing time, I hold my mouth, right there. See how that happened? That got done, which is great. this did. It didn't get done. It's not safe, but I can use a, this is where those water things come in. And we knew this would happen. I mean, there's going to be storms. We're passing time. There's going to be storms. Anyhow, somewhere I left some, those right there. I think one of them does 0.26 or something like that, so we'll need 2 of them, I think. So we want to find them because we've got a half a gallon of 0.52 gallons of unsafe water, so we're going to use one. Which will do half of it, and then we'll do another one, which will do the other half of it. And now we no longer have unsafe water on us. It's all safe. All right, nothing else to do right now except eat, drink, and be merry. And pass time, get rid of these broken ribs. So we're gonna go and sleep as long as it'll let us. Not quite daylight yet, so we're gonna get us a drink. Have a little bite to eat. A little more to drink. And since it's not quite daylight yet, we're just going to pass a few more hours. And get to daylight, which it is now daylight. Now somewhere there is some raw venison. I think that's the last of it actually. A couple pieces of cedar. We're gonna step back outside. We're gonna cook up the last of this food and pass some more time. Well, we gotta pass some time outside just for the purpose of not getting cabin fever. Okay. All right, there's that. Oops, well that wasn't intentional.
Come
on. All right, we're gonna throw on, I'll throw on reclaimed wood and a piece of cedar. I think that'll do what I want to do. I want to cook these and do another thing of water while it's cooking. The water takes just about as long as 2 pieces of meat, so. And then we're going to pass, what did that say, 18? That's a little piece. Oh, that sucks. Let's see if we got a bigger one. 40 minutes. Okay, now go ahead and pass an hour. Get rid of that. And get this back on to finish it up. That's got. Yeah, we just gotta run this one out. Put that one over there. We're gonna do some more water since we got fire. Plenty of fire. And that's an hour and a half. We're gonna go ahead and pass time for 2 hours if it'll let us. Well, you know, we're gonna have to keep our finger on that cancel button in case something goes haywire. Everything looks okay. Water's done. Hour and 36 minutes. We'll do another water, so we're going to go ahead and do another one. Thing looks pretty good around. Need to get a drink ourselves. And probably wouldn't hurt to have a little bite to eat too. I guess I could cook these two. Cook these two up. One there. And the other one. Right there, I guess. Alright, let's eat that one. 2 minutes. Eat that one. And then we still got about an hour on that, so we're going to pass time for an hour. Four minutes still boiled, we'll take that. I don't have any more wood on me, so I'm going to grab a couple pieces of meat. And as long as I can, I'm going to pass time out here for most of the day, probably. Oh. Pass time. Go for 2 hours. And again, keep our finger on that cancel button. Anything can go wrong. It's safer to pass time inside, but then you run cabin fever. Let's see here. How much more time do I need? 60 more hours. This will go pretty quick, I think. Main thing to watch is your temperature and your water. As long as your temperature and water are under control and you don't starve to death, you don't have a whole lot to worry about. There are some wolves, so we're kind of listening for those. That's why I keep my finger on the cancel button. You can't do this with sleeping.
It's getting dark out here.
All right, now we're gonna have to go in. We got to go in now. The wind's picking up. It's dark. We're also getting tired enough to sleep through most of the night. All right, now we should be headed and pointing straight towards the bed because we just walked in the door. So if we walk back and then turn left, there it is. I'm just going to go ahead and sleep as far as it'll let me, which won't be a full night, but it'll be quite a while. All right, and then we want to get a eat, drink, and since we know we're safe in here, we're going to pass a little time in here now, in bed, 4 or 5 hours probably. Now we're going to be running a risk of the cabin fever risk, so now we're gonna stay outside till dark. I know it's so exciting, right? We're gonna pass time here, and we're gonna walk out here, and we're gonna pass time here. We're gonna go back in here and pass time here. We do need to pick up some more food though. So, pretty day out. Back up here, get us a drink. And then we're in pretty good shape. So guess what we're going to do next for our next feed? We're going to pass time again. Listening and watching. We're listening for wolf steps or anything like that. So I'm not hearing anything. So I don't recall a rib. 35 hours left. We're almost done with this, so it won't be long now. I don't think there's any wolves that actually get this close to Angler's Den. I don't recall for certain. Biggest threat's going to be storms, hypothermia.
Feels like night is coming.
All right, looks pretty good. And we're going to go in and sleep tonight. Should be able to walk back to our bed, straight back, and slightly to the left. Let's get us fill up. One, two, three. Sleep as long as it'll let us, which won't be all night, but it'll be a while. I got the worst case of deja vu. I don't know why. Got a drink. A couple hours till daylight. Pass those couple hours right here, and then some. All right, get us some more to drink or eat and drink. This is all. I'll take a. Yeah, I'll leave some of it in here, but I need to take some of it outside because it deteriorates a lot faster inside than outside. A lot faster. We're gonna drop it all out of here, other than what we're eating on. All right, looks pretty good. All right, well, food and water is great. Time-wise, we need 19 more hours, so we're looking really, really good now. We're almost done with it. Oop, don't want to go that long. Keep an eye on our temperature. Listen for wolves. All right. Looks pretty good. How much time left? 14 more hours, so we're going to pass 3 more. If I can remember how. 4 more. All right, we're going to be almost done right now with our broken ribs. 10 hours. We'll sleep most of that. So our next trick, now that we're down to basically a night's sleep, a good long night's sleep to be rid of these, we're going to go in here and start packing up for the trip out. All right, so when we leave, we are going to take... Okay, I need to fix my, oh, it's not my 96. We need to look at our clothing. That's all got to be done up before we go. 95, that needs touched up. And even though we're passing time by doing this, it doesn't count. So, and that part sucks. We may end up spending a whole nother day because we need to do the bear hide bedroll too. If it's not too bad, we can take it back to Timberwolf Mountain with us. Go over here and get a drink. Double check our food situation. Looks good. That needs love. Alright. Those need, we're gonna have to build a fire, it looks like. looking for the stove. If you remember, the cedar firewood is just to the left of it. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. The reason I'm building the fire is so I can finish patching up my gear tonight. Because if you look at my energy level, I'm not going to be able to sleep all the way through 10 hours, and I must sleep 10 hours. So that's why. As long as I got a fire going, I can continue crafting. That one for sure. And we don't have any rabbit hides with us, so those are going to have to make it to Timberwolf Mountain. Fetch these up.
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
You've been resting for a week, Bob. All right. Okay, we're gonna pull a torch out of this so we can see what I'm doing, light it up in here a little bit. All right, now, one more. Now, when we leave, I'm gonna take that to Timberwolf Mountain with me. Take these cleaning kits, lantern fuel, sewing kit. These have to go for sure. I want to take probably half of this. I want the moose hide.
Something's gotta go.
Man, that's heavy though. I want to take these with me. I want to take this with me. I'll take some of these and some of these. Thing is, I'm probably not coming back here. I don't need any charcoal on me because we have mapped both of these, but I always like to have a couple of pieces on me just for navigation purposes. Oh, I'm just going to leave that in here. I think no, I've got to set it out to cure. I'm going to leave this here. Distress pistol at Ash Canyon. Same thing with the moose hide. We've got moose hides in a lot of locations, and I tend to kill a lot of moose. So I'm put all this over here, but about 3 of them just for navigation purposes. I'll leave this out where I can see it. Leave this out where I can see it. Alright, now what do we need to drop? That's at 67, so if that bear hide doesn't get done, it'll make it back to Timberwolf Mountain. It's literally like
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
It's just right, not too far. Then this is gonna stay here. Drop that to cure. Yeah, I'm not gonna take that with me. I think everything else will go. A lot of guts and stuff like that I'd love to take with me. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Alright, got to pick this up so I don't forget it. I'll pick the better of the 2 bows. What's my coat look like anyway? I don't think I looked at that. 94%, so I mean that's not bad at all. Alright, we're not in too bad a shape. We've got most of our energy is done, so we're going to go ahead and eat up, drink up, and we should be able to sleep the last bit of our broken ribs away We're exactly 1 hour in to the episode, so we made our goal. Broken ribs are healed. We are finally back to 100% and almost maxed out on carry weight, so.
I could use a drink.
Yeah, I'm working on it, Bob. Hold your, we still got a gallon of water on us. That's a lot right there, so. And we probably still got a little bit of that left on us. So when we leave here, this stays. Did the black bear hide finish? It did. So we're going to go ahead and, since we're here, we're going to go ahead and try and fix up that bear hide real quick. 67% is a lot lower than I want it to be. And that's going to take a good chunk of the day too. So, yeah, not as long as I thought. All right, so now it's back up to 100%. So that's very useful. See how much of this is cured gut, cured.
Too much stuff to carry.
Just pick it all up. By a fire striker, which was pretty busted up. Oh, I don't know what I had that for. Stress pistol. All right, now, all right. So cured wolf pelts first. Actually, you know what? I think I haven't noticed any difference in the cured stuff inside or outside. So for this particular location, I think it'd be better to have it outside. All those hides and stuff sure make a lot of room in here. They have to be inside to cure out, but once they're cured out, it doesn't matter. We're going to put the ones that still need to cure. Okay, that's fresh. That's fresh.
All this gear is slowing me down.
We're going to drop the stuff that still needs to cure in here. Which isn't much. Everything's pretty well cured. That's still 73 inside, and obviously it'd still be 73 outside. We're gonna double check it. $73. So I'm gonna drop all those hides right here. Hides and guts. Not the guts. Moose hide we're going to put up here nice and... Okay, I'll put it up here. Probably going to waste a game day right here sorting stuff out. That one's fresh. Oh, fresh but ruined. Huh. It says ruined. I guess they don't, I don't know. Got so many pelts. if you haven't tuned out yet and you're wondering if we're going to do anything else, you probably already figured this out. But just to be said, just so you know, I am going to sort a few things out. I'm going to make a note in my journal of the important stuff that's here, and so for later, for future reference. And then I am going to call it an episode and leave out first thing in the morning. So, by all means, smash that like button, and I'll see you next time. But anyhow, if you're still around, I'm just going to, great. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let's see here. I had a couple of cattail heads on me I wanted to get rid of. And that Frontier shooting book, don't need that. All right, so it's over here. That's the ruined one. And we'll go back in and double check what's left. Everything's all patched up, so we've got a revolver and a distress pistol, a fire striker, distress pistol, revolver, fire striker, and 2 moose hides is probably the only things worth noting here. Okay, let's look at our journal. We're going to go with, what is this, Ash Canyon, AC, Angler's Den. Angler's Den, yeah, in some cases. Angler's Den. We're going to have, what'd I say, 2 moose hides, 1 revolver, 1 distress pistol, 1 fire striker, missed tools. Done. All right. So when we leave, this stuff stays. Let's make sure our lantern is refueled. And drop the remainder. I also was going to check the bows. I've got 2. I want to see if it's worth carrying them both or what. 50 and 57. Okay, yeah, we're going to carry both of them. Dang it. But we got all those green maples, so a 150% bow we'll leave here, which is going to continue deteriorating. Nah, I need to use it. Dang it. All right. Take the coffee with me. A couple, no, we don't need the sticks. This thing should have nothing, no, not you. This thing shouldn't be loaded. Nope. All right. I think we are ready to go first thing in the morning. Real quick, I want to, let's see, let's sharpen that up. And check our knife. Can go 1 round on that one. Check Our firearms, our pistol is at 86. It could use 1 round. Take it to 96. And then our rifle is at, should still be in good shape, 90. It can do 1 round. It does, and it'll be perfect. And that should be all of that type of maintenance that needs to be done. We never found Curator's rifle. That's weird. I just knew we'd find it here. Drink a little bit since we're on this screen. Eat a little bit until we're full. We're all right. We're going to be leaving overweight. Now we're carrying a lot of water, which is, it's 8 pounds per gallon. That's 6.5 pounds right there. I mean, if we drop that, we're underweight almost. So, I mean, if we have to go up a rope, we can get up a rope. Plus we got a stick and probably some other things, but anyhow, if we have to get up a rope, we can get up a rope. All right. Okay. Well, I'm going to sleep for 1 hour, and I think we might be able to make it, barring bad weather, we might be able to make it to Timberwolf Mountain before the end of this game day. So we'll do that next episode. That just saved us, so we're done. 200 days. Did you see that? 200 days. All right. Officially the longest playthrough I've ever had. Beating out even my pilgrim that I auto walked off a cliff by accident. So anyway, 200 days. Wow, 200 days. And I think we're on what, episode 77? Yeah, I just can't believe we got this far. I can't believe there's this many people who watch me all the time. But anyhow, as always, if you enjoyed this video, smash that like button. If you enjoy my content, smash that subscribe button. Get those bell notifications. Leave your comments wherever you leave them, whether it be on the YouTube channel page, whether you want to join the Discord, whose link is on the YouTube channel page. Wherever you leave those comments, I love them. I thrive on them. The good, the bad, the ugly, the hints, the tips, strategies, the tactics, the constructive criticism, the not so constructive criticism. But whatever you do, please keep the comments clean. And until the next episode, y'all have a great game.